everyone. We're going to start a little bit differently today. It's called diamond seat. It's very good for your digestion. It's a really good pose to begin with in a class. If you can't sit like this, then open your knees and place a block underneath your tushy. So sitting nice and tall, take your left hand and bring it in on top of your right and touch your thumbs together. Okay, so you've got like a link. And then put it right down into your lap and just sit nice and tall. Close your eyes and take a couple of lovely, long, slow, deep breaths in. So today we're dealing with Muladhara chakra. We've just gone through the elements, and so this is a deeper understanding now of ourselves as these elements and where these elements truly present in our chakras. Now, chakra system and yoga kind of go hand in glove. When you first start doing yoga, you think, well, what is a chakra? And it feels very foreign to you. And eventually it becomes to feel very familiar. It's like if I say to you, where's your baby finger or where's your root chakra? You can really feel both. But the thing is that a chakra system does not exist within our physical body. It is part of our pranamaya kosha. It is part of our energy body, our light body. And the 7 chakras within us spread out through to the 72,000 nadis that spread through us. So we're going to break it up into the 7 chakras. And the thing about it is that we think we might know the chakras. You might have been doing yoga like me for years and years and years. But I think like in all things, you can never truly know it completely. I think the layers of the chakras go so deep. And one of the things we've also got to remember is that although we're dealing with the root chakra now, it's very closely connected to the 2nd chakra, and it is the foundation for all the chakras. And so the energy of all the chakras is also held within the root. So, for example, in crystal healing, you can place an amethyst, which is quintessentially a 3rd eye, Ajna chakra stone, in your root, because you want to bring the awareness of light into the root. There are layers of the chakras, so feeling that each chakra encompasses all the other chakras, but the major energy of the chakra is the root. Okay, so, and that is the element of earth. So sitting like this, I won't keep you much longer like this because I know for some of you it's hard, is the earth element, the stability, our whole stable, whole existence, our physical body. We'll talk as we go through the class more and more about it, but let's just take our right hand onto our left knee, take our left hand behind us and do a gentle twist. So this red chakra, this beautiful red chakra that is 4 petals and has a yantra, a shape of a yellow square. So the 4 petals and the yellow square representing the 4 directions, north, south, east, west. Also in Tantric representing different deities. And then come back and do the other side. So feel the chakra now, really feel it. And we're starting with our legs closed because in traditional seated position, we tend to open the 2nd chakra a little bit. And then slowly come up. Just come onto your hands and knees and stretch your one leg out, just so that you release the knee. Stretch the other leg out. Okay, and then come back to sit. Again, please prop yourself if you need to. So just take a moment to feel where Muladhara chakra is. It's right in the perineum, between genital and anus. So right there, so take a breath and breathe a huge diaphragmatic breath where you're really breathing into the belly. You're feeling the belly expand and you're bringing all your conscious awareness down to your perineum. Mula Bandha is the root lock where we lift the energy up. So the energy of the root chakra is a Pana energy, which is release energy, where the energy moves out, elimination. Mula Bandha helps us to keep the energies inside of us. So there's a play between releasing and holding. All right, and then slowly come back onto your hands and knees. Stretch your legs out again. Take a big stretch. Just getting those knees unlocked. We're going to come into a wide-legged down dog and stretch it out. So feel now we're turning our root chakra upside down. We're really lifting it up into the heavens. Again, breathe a big diaphragmatic breath. It's a bit different when you're upside down to breathe into your belly, but see if you can get that. And feel that chakra. So, you know the sadhus walk around. Bring your feet to your hands and your hands to your feet and just hang. And then slowly roll up. The sadhus in India, the holy people, walk around with just a loincloth because they connect to the elements and they actually overcome them. One of the ways to go deeper into the understanding of ourselves is to understand deeper and deeper the chakra system and the elements. Bring the soles of your feet at the big toes to touch and grab a block. Take the block between your legs and squeeze it. So we really want to feel this chakra before we even move with it. We want to feel the energy of the root chakra, the earth. It roots down through our legs. So feel the soles of your feet. Now they're receptors, they're chakras at the bottom of the soles of your feet. And there's also incredible receptors from the earth that come up and meet us. So there's this beautiful relationship between the earth and our soles of our feet and our whole physical body. So feel your feet rooting into the earth, but then simultaneously feel the earth moving up. Feel your legs nice and firm. Feel the block. Squeeze it. It's neither going forward nor back. It's very even. Curl your tailbone and draw your pubic bone towards your tailbone. It's like you're trying to make them kiss. And then gently lift up on the perineum, Mula Bandha. So this whole area is activated now. Take your hands and feel like they're little lead weights in your fingertips. Reach the crown of your head towards the heavens, Tadasana, mountain pose. Feel the strength of the pose. Really feel yourself rooted. It's the foundation of our standing poses. It's also the foundation. Muladhara chakra is our foundation. If our foundation is weak, then we are wobbly. The energy of Kundalini can't rise if the foundation is weak. Muladhara really relates to our stability. And then slowly release the block. You're going to feel it's still in you and still between your legs. And then you're going to root into your right leg and lift your left knee up. Stare at a spot in front of you. Bring your arms out to the side and up to the heavens. Just a very simple standing pose to begin. So we feel not so stable on one leg. Notice that, because Muladhara is all about stability. So the more stable you can become in Muladhara, the more stable you'll be on one leg. Release and come down. Bring your hands into prayer for a moment. Bow your heads to your hearts. Just take a moment to breathe into Muladhara with reverence. It is so amazing that this is our energy body, our subtle body, our pranamaya kosha, the body of our breath. Okay, the body of our prana. Root into your left leg. Bring your right knee up and take your arms out to the side. Breathe. Feel this. Breathe into it. And then there's a release and bringing your hands back into prayer. Let's try go for tree pose. So rooting into your right leg, the foot either underneath the knee or all the way up to the thigh. Bit wobbly today. It's okay. We can wobble. Bring your hands into prayer. Breathe. Use your Mulabandha, use your Uddiyana Bandha. Release. Take a big stretch up, interlace your fingers and stretch. So feel really lifted up. Come up onto your toes, stretch, 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 stretch. Release and come down. Okay, take your weight into your left leg, below the knee or above the knee. Hands into prayer, breathe. Wobbly, it's okay. And you stay there, I'm coming down. Just notice, some days, tree for me often is an indication of how much how unstable I'm feeling. I am feeling a little bit unstable these days. We're making a big major move back to the States, so I'm letting go of a lot of stuff. So my root chakra is obviously a little bit unbalanced. So this class will be very good for me. Stand at the front of your mat and bring both your blocks. Okay, so the root chakra governs very much the bones, the ligaments, and also your psoas. So a very good way to get into the root chakra and to open it and to allow it to expand is to work on the psoas. So take your hands into prayer. Take a big inhale and open. Swan dive, flat back down. Inhale, lengthen, and then take a big step back with your left foot and come into your runner's lunge. I'm doing it on blocks so that you can focus. The organ or the sense of the root chakra is smell. So if you think about the different smells, you say it's got an earthy smell. That's the smell of the earth, a musky smell, a beautiful fragrant smell of the roses. So smell like brings us back to ourselves. It's a very powerful, one of our most powerful senses, the sense of smell. That's related to the earth chakra. Breathe into it, push your back heel away, we're holding. Now we're going to come into the stability of a high lunge, so keeping your foot pressed to the floor. If you need to flatten your back foot, please do come into high lunge. Now feel the awareness in your earth chakra, your Muladhara chakra. Curl your tailbone, lift up through Mulabandha, feel the back thigh, feel the hips, feel the psoas. Slowly release and simply bring your back foot to meet your front and change. Again, going very deeply into the awareness of this earth chakra. If our earth chakra is not stable, we feel very wobbly. We very unbalanced. It affects our eating patterns, it affects our sleep, it affects everything. And this is where we hold on a lot to our stories. So our earth chakra is also our physicality, our stories, our relationships. So the more grounded, the more balanced your earth chakra, the more balanced everything of your life is. And then keeping your legs where they are or flattening your back foot, come into your high lunge. Breathe. So you want to become more and more intimate with your chakra system. You know, I might be telling you everything you know, but sometimes when you hear something, maybe the 100th time, a different penny drops, a different awareness comes about. And come back, bring your back foot to meet your front. Big inhale with a flat back, and come back into Tadasana with your hands in prayer. Just feel for a moment if there's any shift in this area, if there's any awareness in this area, rooted deeply into the earth. Okay, inhale, open. Exhale, flat back, swan dive down. Release your blocks. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, you're going to come back again into your lunge, low lunge, but this time you're going to bring your hands to the inside of your big toe, and you're going to stretch. Breathe. So we're going a lot lower than we were with the blocks. Use your bandhas. Feel that back thigh. Feel your whole root chakra area. Drop your back knee. Flatten your back foot. Take your right hand onto your right knee. Come onto the baby toe side of your foot. Drop your left hip and like a banana, stretch from the left shoulder all the way through. So you should be feeling a very big stretch from your shoulder all the way through to your foot. Breathe. So it's about letting go. That's the apana energy. We've done the vayus, and the earth chakra is the apana energy of letting go, elimination. The organ of the earth chakra is the anus, letting go. So if we can let go of our stories, so if we have an unbalanced earth, we can become very constipated. Walk your foot across, take your block and bring it to behind your right foot so that you can take your hip onto the block, your left hip, come onto your forearms, and you're in supported pigeon. Now there's going to be a lot of sensations in the hips. Close your eyes and breathe into the earth chakra. If you have a relationship with your chakras, if you can really, really feel, you can feel into your hips. You can sense what's happening there. You can sense how much you have to let go. Tuck your back toe under and push your back heel away while keeping your thigh on the block, just to get a little bit of a deeper stretch through the hips. Then release the back knee, flatten. Bring one palm on top of the other and drop your forehead into your palms. Now feel earth energy drawing you down. We relate to this earth energy through our root chakra. We ground into Mother Earth, so feel Earth's gravity pulling you down into her. Feel that your heart is a lot closer to the earth and that you're getting that primordial beat of the earth. It's 7.3 kilohertz. You're just really allowing yourself to melt into the earth. Let your elbows come out to the side and then bring your palms a little bit forward as you stretch your heart deeper into the earth. So try and go a little lower. Be sure that your two sit bones are even. Breathe into your earth energy. So there is earth energy in the heart. Remember I said to you, each chakra holds the other energies as well. So see if you can feel the earth energy of the heart in the very heartbeat of spreading energy through your system, spreading blood through your system, the very blood of the earth, the flow, and feel that earth energy underneath your heart. And then very slowly come up, drop onto your right hip, take your left leg and bring it around and put the foot flat on the floor. Sit nice and tall, so have the back really nice and tall. Take your left arm up into the sky, bring it behind you. Push yourselves tall. Inhale, bring your right arm up, and exhale, twist. So it's a deep, deep twist all the way down into the root chakra. Feel the yellow square. So it's pubic bone to tailbone and two sit bones that make up the yellow square. It's actually a diamond when you come in here, but it is a square. Feel the four petals. Feel the red. And then feel the bija mantra of the root chakra. Lam, 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 lam. And now with that lam, lam, squeeze out anything that no longer serves you. So you have to squeeze from the bottom. And then slowly, slowly come up. Take your left foot and bring it round. Come into your down dog and stretch it out. Breathe. Bring your right foot between your hands. Bring your left foot up. Inhale, swoop your arms up and around. Exhale, come back to Tadasana and just feel mountain pose. Inhale, open. Exhale, flat back, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take a big step back with your left foot. Bring your hands to the inside of your big toe, lizard pose. So lizards crawl along the floor, along the trees. They really get their whole bodies connected, their whole front bodies connected to the earth. Feel this, breathe. Take your conscious awareness. So today we're doing Muladhara chakra. Take your conscious awareness into the chakra whenever you can. You want to really know what your earth is. It's 12% of your body. Drop your knees, 12% of the elemental balance between all the different elements. Flatten your foot. Bring your right hand onto your knee. Come onto the baby toe side, and then with that, drop your right hip and stretch all the way through. Make banana. Come back up again. Good. Walk this foot over. I think I'm doing the same side. I'm sorry, guys. I definitely am. Let's come back. Tuck your back toe. Well, you maybe needed to do that side twice. All right, I'm confused. I'm not stable. I'm too much in my earth. Drop your hip. Stretch. Yeah. And my South African students were so sweet. They didn't interrupt and say, boing, you've got it wrong. It's okay. You know what? The big thing in life is to be perfectly imperfect. And then slowly come up. Walk this foot over. Bring your block behind the foot so that you drop your right hip onto the floor. Come down. Good. Stretch. Really curl that tailbone towards your pubic bone and find Muladhara, Mula Bandha. Breathe. So we have to be sensitive and kind to ourselves. As I said before, my earth chakra is a little bit wobbly at the moment. So this practice is good for me. Your earth chakra can balance your mind center as well. So you need that earth in ajna, because when you're all over the show, you need the stability, the grounding of earth. So we're in the process of releasing, selling stuff, letting go of stuff, and it's very confusing. It's very destabilizing because a lot of our energies are connected to our worldly goods. That's an imbalance in our world, in our earth chakra, that a parigraha, that clinging. And when we let go with a lot of different feelings, which make us wobble. It's our security as well. It's funny how much of a security there is in something constant in your life, and when it changes, it's an insecurity. So you need to find that security in the earth chakra. Breathe. Okay, you can bring your palms one on top of the other. Now see how deeply you can sink your heart into the earth. Again, feel that gravitational pull of the earth's energies down. Breathe into it. Curl your tailbone towards your pubic bone. Drop your chest down as much as you can. Feel that awareness of that heartbeat. So feel the earth even in your heart chakra. So the layers of your chakra. Each one of your chakras are not just one energy, they're layered energies. The earth and the second chakra are very, very connected, just like the pelvis and the hips and that whole area. So the more stable our earth, the more the kundalini can rise. But it needs the second chakra to rise it. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come up. Drop onto your left hip. I know this is right now because I'm going to be having my back to you. It's also this. There we go. Come up. Take your right hand into the sky. Bring it behind you and take your left hand onto your knee. Twist. Breathe. Lift up nice and tall. So when there's a lot of letting go in your life, you do tend to feel that you're unstable. But the way to really balance your earth chakra is to let go of all the old belief systems, all that keeps you stuck, so that the second chakra can flow for you. Really big twist here. Lift up nice and tall, and then feel the twist coming from those 4 points. The lam, 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 lam. And then slowly release. Bring your foot back and come back into your down dog. Breathe into it, guys. Okay, you're going to drop your knees on the floor and you're going to take your right knee in front of your left. So it's going to be knee over knee. Then you're going to take your palms and bring them forward. Drop your forehead into the earth. So remember I said that the more stable your earth, it can relate all the way up into your third eye and also into your brain center. So when we feel stable, our minds become stable as well. So feel this as we drop the mind center, the thinking brain into the earth. The heart dropping down into the earth. Under the arms are stretching. You're lifting your 2 sit bones up into the heavens. Breathe. And then very, very, very slowly come up. Open your feet wide and sit between your feet in Gomukhasana. So quintessential earth asana. Cow. Moo. Guess what the deity of the earth chakra is? Ganeshi. So the remover of obstacles. And the mantra for the earth chakra is Om Gam Gam GanaPatsy Namaha. Om Gam Gam GanaPatsy Namaha. GanaPatsy is another name for Ganesh. Push your torso forward over your thighs and let yourselves breathe into it. Now, this pose is also incredibly good for you because it opens up the back channels, it opens up the adrenals, and if your earth chakra is wobbling, you're in a little bit of fight and flight, which then affects your adrenals. And so anything that balances your earth, anytime you can feel totally balanced and you can let go of all that stuff that no longer serves you, then your adrenals release and your parasympathetic nervous system kicks in. So breathe into this beautiful pose now. Moo instead of Om. Smile. And slowly, slowly come up. Come back onto your knees. Okay, now just take your left leg and bring it in front. Sorry, I've got this wire that gets entangled. Become quite good with it, but it's still not easy, guys, not easy. All right, bring your palms down, drop your forehead, and drop your heart. And again, feel yourself giving homage to the earth energy, even through your heart, your third eye, and through Muladhara chakra. And Om Gam Gam GanaPatsy is the remover of obstacles. That doesn't mean that things aren't going to happen. He's not going to take away the change and all that is going to happen in your life, the losses, the stories, but he's going to help you navigate them in a more enlightened way. And that's what happens when we become aware of the stability of the earth. We become aware of how we can navigate with a deeper awareness our earthly existence. And then very slowly come up, drop between your 2 feet, find your 4 corners, pubic bone, tailbone, 2 sit bones. So it is a triangle, a diamond, but all the sides are even, so it is that square. Lam, lam, lam. Okay, again, come forward and over and breathe. Now you're going to feel this in your hips, allowing these hips to open. You always want to bring as much space or akasha into ether, into your body, especially to the earth area, where you want to feel this expansion. When we contract into earth, then we get tied down. When we expand in our earth, we feel this incredible freedom. The way to expand is to bring the energy of space into the whole of the root chakra, which is governed here by your psoas, your tushy, all this whole area here. And then slowly, and the apana energy of letting go. Release this foot. Okay, you're going to take your right foot in alignment with your right knee, and you're going to bring your left foot over. Now, if this is really difficult for you, you can bring blocks or cushions and put them underneath, or you can bring your foot a little bit closer. So now we're going into a more expanded awareness of our hips, really letting go, non-attachment, a parigraha. So sitting nice and tall, take your right hand to your left knee and twist. This is all the way down from the root chakra, releasing anything that no longer serves, cleansing your root, awakening your root chakra, awakening your earth, and release and twist to the other side. And release. Now, you might be saying, thank you, this is enough. If you feel you can go deeper, push yourself forward from behind so that you keep that nice straight back. If that's enough, stay there. Or if you feel that you can bring your palms forward and really take the stretch. Now, have a willingness to go deeply into this element, the 12% earth that makes up your body, and to let go. Let go, let go, so that it's open, so that it can flow, so that it feels stable. It's our clutching, our unwillingness to change, and that's where Ganeshi comes in, Om Gam Gam GanaPatsy, to help us to release, to realize that our stability comes from this earth chakra and from within us, not what's happening around us. Things can happen around us, but we can still be stable. And slowly, slowly come up. That's the whole practice of yoga. Let's change the cross of our feet. So the right foot comes on top. Again, prop yourself as much as you need to. Bring your hands behind you. Let's take our left hand to our right knee. Now you want to feel the twist all the way down, right down into Muladhara, into those 4 points. Lam, lam, lam. The sense of smell, the apana energy of letting go, releasing. and then come back, and other side. The stability. It comes even into people that suffer from eating disorders, have an imbalance in their earth chakra. They're not feeding themselves correctly. They're not feeling the stability of the earth chakra. So working with the earth chakra for people with eating disorders is incredibly beneficial. It's incredibly beneficial for any of the disorders of the mind, of any of the emotional disorders, because the more stability and the more you can take care of this physical body, that is your earth chakra. Then however you feel, wherever you feel, come forward or stay a little bit up or come just a little bit forward. It is an intense pose, so I'm realizing. Breathe. So wherever you're at, allow for this expansion of this earth energy so that you can bring more akasha, more awareness, more of the formlessness into this chakra, which is formless anyway, but it is ruled by the earth energy, which then rules all the other stories that we've been talking about. So the more openness, the more spreading, the more flow. And slowly up you come. So you are your chakras. And the more you get to know them, the more you learn about yourself. Like today, I couldn't stand in tree. I got my right and my left discombobulated. It's okay. My practice is showing me. It's on YouTube, it's okay. Inhale into cat and push back into down dog. Stretch it up. So a Muladhara practice would not be complete without a warrior. So inhale, bring your right foot forward between your hands, flatten your back foot, and slowly cartwheel yourself into warrior. It's a quintessential, but you can see how connected the earth and all the chakras, but the earth and the sacral chakra, even in the physical anatomy, they are totally connected. And the earth chakra is basically in the perineum, and the sacral chakra is just a tiny bit above it. So they really right down here in the pelvic basin. And so although this is also a beautiful opening for second chakra, because you're rooting through your feet and you're opening up through your hips and you're grounding and you're finding that courage, because it all requires a lot of courage. So Virabhadrasana, Vishnu's warrior, gives you lots of courage to preserve. Vishnu is the preserver of the universe. So Virabhadrasana is preserving, encourage you. And Gam GanaPatsy is helping you to overcome the way you think so that you can be strong in the challenges. Breathe. Turn your palm to face up and just take a peaceful warrior or a reversed warrior. I prefer peaceful warrior. See if you can sink down as deep as you can. Then come back into your warrior. Look out over your middle finger. Drop your forearm up, elbow onto the knee. If you want to go all the way down to the floor, feel free, but I like to get the extra stretch here. So I keep my elbow on my knee and then stretch, sinking as low as you can. And you're getting that beautiful side stretch, which is really opening up. So you want to feel almost like you're bifurcating this hip, bringing the hip through to the baby toe, and then bringing the hip through to the fingertips, and then going from fingertip to toe. So you're getting the biggest stretch here. Breathe. Good. And then slowly come back into your lunge. It feels really nice. And back into your down dog. Stretch it out. Left foot comes forward between your hands. Flatten the back foot and cartwheel yourself up for Virabhadrasana on this side. Draw your left rib cage slightly through to the right. Look over your front finger. Spread your feet. So you want to feel your feet anchoring into the earth. Remember, I think there's 7,200 nerve endings at the bottom of your feet. The earth has receptors that come up, your chakras go down, the two meet. How you walk your path through your feet. So really so symbolic, our feet, the soles of our feet. So feel that rooting, that grounding. One of the greatest things you can do is walk barefoot outside, really feeling the earth underneath you. That's why yoga is always done without shoes. Turn your palm to face up and stretch. Curl your tailbone, lift your belly. Muladhara Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Breathe. Come back. Feel Virabhadrasana. Take your elbow onto your knee or onto the floor and stretch. And again, bifurcate the whole side of your body. Hip to baby toe, hip to palm, and then palm all the way to baby toe. How big can you make it? How long? How much can you release? Feel this whole red energy of lam, 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 om, gam, gam, GanaPatsy spreading through you. Come down into your lunge. Oh, it feels so nice. And then slowly bring yourself back to down dog. So this practice has been a very slow, almost a gentle practice, but more of a grounding practice. Drop onto your knees and then drop onto I'm just going to turn around because that's where the cord comes for the microphone. Drop onto your belly. Bring one palm on top of the other and feel the whole front side of your body rooted into the earth. Now, cobras, snakes, they really are part of this earth energy in that they move, they slither along the earth, totally connected to the earth. Feel your heart into the earth. Feel all your chakras. Your chakras spin backwards and forwards, so all your chakras are spinning down now into the earth as well as up. But you're really getting this awareness of connecting through the front body. Bring your hands by your sides, elbows tucked in. Feel all 10 toenails onto the floor and inhale, open your heart and rise up into cobra. Feel lifting from earth chakra all the way up through to the crown of the head. That's the Kundalini energy moving. When we start to work with and stabilize the earth chakra, we can allow that energy to move up. Shakti to Shiva, creation to creator. Come back down again. Drop your forehead onto the floor. Drop your heart into the floor. Feel that energy. So the symbolism is that the Kundalini energy is tied 3.147, which is actually pi, coiled in a little coil at the base of the spine in Muladhara chakra. And as you start to breathe into Muladhara chakra, as you start to work with it, it slowly starts to release up through seconds. So come up, feel it lifting up, 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 through the third, through the heart, through the throat, through the crown of the head, and the joining of creation with creator, the oneness. Breathe. And then slowly release down. One more time. Feel your whole front body. Snakes transform. They shed their skin. So when we're in balance, we can transform ourselves. We can let go of that no longer serves. Kundalini rising from earth chakra all the way up through crown of head. Breathe. Shakti to Shiva. And then slowly release down. Beautiful. Roll over onto your back. So the vayu that works with the earth chakra is Apana vayu. So let's hug our left knee, squeeze it, and feel that downward energy moving out. Then when you use Muladhara, you keep that energy lifting up. So there are times where you have to eliminate and let go, and there are times where you want to keep the strength inside of you. So there's the balance between Muladhara and Apana energy. So releasing now, feeling this pose is called Apana Asana, and the Apana Vayu is how the prana comes into you and spreads through different Vayus. We've done the course. If you look up back in the Patreon, you'll see the Vayus. And the Apana Vayu is how the energy moves out. It's very much root chakra. So it concerns our elimination, which is what root chakra does. Breathe. So that letting go of all things. Okay, and then simply change and squeeze the other right knee to you. Flatten the back. Push through the sole of the left leg. Okay, hug both knees to you now. Really give them a big squeeze. Flatten your back. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Squeeze, and then bring your forehead up to your knees. Try to hug your knees as much as possible and give yourself this beautiful big hug, like upside down child's pose. Squeeze. Real quintessential earth. And then slowly release. Drop your feet onto the floor. Take your right knee over your left. So knee over knee. Bring your arms out to the side and drop your knees over to the left. Feel the final twist and the final release through that psoas, through the side of the hip. Use your bandhas and feel the twist going from left to right. If you can look towards your right, do, if your neck allows you. Give a big squeeze here, guys, a big squeeze, and bring your energy and your awareness through your breath into your first chakra. Squeeze those thighs together. Feel the chakra. And then slowly lift up. Release your legs. Take your left knee over your right. And then drop your legs to the right. Look towards the left. Again, squeezing the thighs together. Feeling the twist. So this time you're twisting right to left. Feeling going deeply into Muladhara chakra. Stabilizing your earth. Feeling very, very stable. And then very slowly come up and come into Shavasana. Let your legs just be not quite hip width apart and feet out to the side, palms out to the side with a little bit of space underneath your arms. I'm sitting up, but you stay down. We're going to breathe now deeply into this awareness. So first of all, you are on the floor. Wonderful way. So one of the biggest poses for the earth chakra is Shavasana because you rooted. Your whole back body is rooted. Your past is rooted. You rooted into the earth. The earth is supporting you. Then you want to get this awareness that you are like sinking into the earth. And your whole body is vibrating with the energy of the earth. Feel your root chakra and go into your red earth chakra. Take a big diaphragmatic breath, which means that your belly lifts. Your diaphragm goes down and your belly lifts and you open up and you feel the energy pushing down into earth chakra. As you exhale, the diaphragm comes up, the belly squeezes down and you release. So take 2 or 3 of these very big diaphragmatic breaths into this red chakra with a yellow square and 4 petals, with the Bija mantra of Lam, Lam, Lam. Feel like you're diving into your root chakra, Muladhara chakra. Mula means root. The root connection, the earth connection. And then as you feel the chakra, feel the awareness of your skeleton and your bones, the very structure that gives you the ability to have form. The earth element gives you form. So from the Akasha, the formless, the earth element is what actually creates your form. Allows you to live on Mother Earth, Gaia. Feel your muscles and how they help to move your body through your tendons. So go deeply into your physical body, because this is what earth energy is. This is what Muladhara chakra governs. Feel this. Then feel inside of your body the many systems that we have. An incredible amount of organs and systems that keep us alive. Feel this physicality. And then feel the structure of the earth in your relationships, in who you are, in your security, in the roles that you play, in your relationships, and especially your relationship to yourself. Are you nurturing and kind in that relationship to yourself? Do you feed this physical body with love and strength and good food? Sometimes a little bit of chocolate, but that's good for us. I believe it is. So feel this. Feel your relationship. Really be aware of this earth chakra as you lie here on the floor. Be aware of your connection to Mother Earth. Be aware of Ganesh, who helps you navigate these situations, these stories. Om Gam Gam GanaPatsy Namaha. Be aware of the Apana energy that allows you to let go of that no longer serves you. Be aware of your willingness to let go of that no longer serves you. So feel so stable now as you lie in Shavasana, corpse pose, allowing yourself to feel the expansion of Muladhara chakra, where so much light and so much energy and so much awareness is now flowing through the chakra, where the chakra feels completely open and completely balanced. And bring this awareness into your lives. Really let it radiate throughout your day, through your week, through your lives. Remember to call on Ganeshi to help you, to call on the root to stabilize you. Remember, you are this earth chakra, your foundation. So feeling this physicality now, gently breathe into your fingertips and your toes. Wriggle your fingertips, wriggle your toes. Take a big inhale and give a big stretch. Stretch your arms behind you. Hug your knees, squeeze your knees to you. Feel that little ball again of security. Roll over onto your right sides into a fetal position, and again feel this lovely sense of security, bringing the class and the awareness of your security, your strength, your stability into your day as you slowly bring yourself to a seated position. Bringing your hands in to create your hearts, bowing your heads to your hearts, and allowing the wisdom of all your chakras and the stability of your earth to guide you into the most super wonderful day. From my heart always to yours, Namaste.